Oh my gorgeous Torini, at the beginning of this week, you know something really beautiful is going to happen, something amazing is going to happen. It's about the news and message that you are going to have. This is going to mean to you so much because it's to do something that you've been worrying about quite a lot indeed. So this news and message that you are going to have at the beginning of this week is just going to mean to you so much because it's not only this is going to clear so much of an emotional confusion you've been going through lately, but it's also going to really be such a great moment in time where you're just going to realize, oh, thank God, now I can finally relax. This is exactly how you're going to feel. And this is going to, it's going to have a major impact on you and on your life, not only because of such a good news and message that you're going to have, but you're also entering a rather important stage and the period where it's a lot to do with a perfect combination of material and spiritual energy that you are kind of gonna be dealing with, which means that on one hand you are gonna feel like really spiritual throughout this week. You are gonna be aware of lots of signs and synchronicities, and there are gonna be lots of ideas that you're gonna have in terms of the actual spirituality. But then on another hand, this is a bombastic time because it's not only about your spirituality, but it's also about money, it's about business, it's about finances, and it's about doing things like in the correct way, in the best possible way when it comes to like a financial situation as well. So there you have a bombastic week, my gorgeous Torini. Not only you're gonna be really spiritual, but at the same time, so this is gonna reflect on you like in such a great way when it comes to healing as well and healing energy. But on another hand, you're also going to be half and a half you're going to be spiritual and half you're going to have so many ideas when it comes to materialistic side of things as well. There is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing bad with that. In fact, it's absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant when we feel like this, because at the same time you're gonna have like a lots of little ideas throughout this week that are gonna surprise you completely, and you're gonna feel so adamant about these ideas, and you're not gonna even understand where they're coming from, but the passion that you're gonna feel, it's coming from that side, from that spiritual side. And then on another hand, mentally, you're gonna have so much clarity around these subjects and ideas that you are thinking about, that you are going through, that you are having throughout this week. Okay, so anything that comes to you that you feel passionate about, I think it's a really perfect time for you to plunge in and investigate, especially when it comes to this week. So this is what I mean when I say it's a perfect balance in between your spirituality and practicality and prosperity, for example. Very important indeed, because this is what I was going to say. You are going to see somebody who is really going to impress you also around the beginning of this week. You're going to come across somebody who's going to impress you like there is no tomorrow. And then once you're impressed with that person, you're going to just feel connected to what is going to be happening with that person and what this person is doing. But it's more about once you're so impressed by this particular person at the beginning of this week, also you are just going to live like, oh, I want to learn this so much, I want to learn this. This is important for you to understand. It's not only about learning, but the sooner you kind of like a step into it, better your life it's actually going to be. It's not only like you need to learn something, you need to understand. It's a lot about you kind of acknowledging this to start with, my gorgeous Taurinis, and then what you're not going to understand, that this is actually going to speed things up for you. This is going to bring a sudden progress into your life. This is what you're not going to be able to see straight away, but already within 8 weeks you are going to have a really, really mind-blowing turnaround. And it's all going to start here. It's all going to start with you becoming impressed with somebody doing something, and then you want to learn something, and then in 8 weeks, bam, bam, bam. Do you know what I mean? Amazing. So this is what you need to understand. And also, my gorgeous Torini, around the beginning of this week, you are gonna have you are gonna feel very active, and you're gonna feel very determined, and it's and especially at the time when you feel really active and determined, there is something that you're gonna be doing where you're gonna be expressing yourself, something you're gonna be doing that you really enjoy. For example, if you're a painter, then you will be painting. If you're playing piano, then you will be playing piano. Do you know what I mean? So you will be doing something that you really, really enjoy. You're gonna be extremely creative, something that comes natural to you, something that comes really natural to you. Do you know what I mean? So you, and then suddenly it's not about what you're gonna be doing, but it's more about like you having this idea at around that time. So you are gonna be doing something that you really enjoy. You're gonna be expressing yourself like a big mama. You're gonna be expressing yourself. You're gonna be enjoying yourself, and then suddenly this idea is gonna come to you. How you want to make a big change, like when it comes to your home. It's a lot to do with your home, and it's a lot to do with you making a really big step, giant step, one of the biggest steps when it comes to you making some kind of a change that is going to be connected to your home. And this is going to be like, this is just going to come to you, and then first of all you're going to be thinking about, and then the more you think about, the more creative you're going to become, the more realizations you're going to have, and the more you're going to realize how much do you need this change. Okay, so just go for it, because this is going to reflect on you both spiritually and mentally as well. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, it's like, oh my goodness, my gorgeous Torini, what is happening this week? This is going to be amazing. At around the mid week, you are going to realize this incredible skills, some kind of skills that you maybe have been neglecting, or maybe you've been ignoring. No, baby, no. This life is short. Like the shortest mama. This life is short. Like 5 minutes it's gone. We are dead. We are reborn. And we are reborn in something else. God knows what. Do you know what I mean? So, so it's like, it's always... It's important to explore things about ourselves as much as we possibly can. It's important. So you are going to be really thinking about some kind of a skills that you have. You're going to realize the full extent of these skills that you have about something, how good you are at something. And then suddenly you're going to be thinking this is going to unfold in you thinking about starting some kind of a new project, new venture. And this is ever so important when it comes to you making a dream real, my gorgeous Torini. And there is going to be really good and positive message about your finances that you are going to have at around that time, and you are going to be able to understand through the power of synchronicity and sign. Oh my God, I also had a really good news, positive news about my finances at around this time when I was thinking about it. Exactly. That's exactly how you should be looking at things, my gorgeous Torini. That's what you're going to be thinking about. And then this is going to help you, when it comes to you maybe thinking, oh no, but this is a difficult choice. It's like, first you're going to think how you want to start a new project, new venture, and then it's going to be maybe it's going to be difficult and this and that, and then this is going to bring just a little bit of this mental conflict. But this is natural, this is normal. And at the time when you are having this a little bit of a mental conflict, only because you are going to be thinking, oh God, this is going to be a difficult choice, for you to start this new project and a new venture. You're going to be thinking, oh, it's not the right time, but it is. Then you are actually going to become quite positive, because you are going to be told something very significant, specific information by somebody, which is going to bring you the necessary clarity here, because something is going to be exposed to you, something that was hidden. You're going to become fully aware of something really specific that you already knew psychically, you already knew intuitively. Some kind of fears are actually going to be confirmed to you with this, which are going to be absolutely super necessary right now for you to actually use this in your advantage, in your favor, especially when it comes to you facing this difficult choice, because some kind of fears that you already had are going to be confirmed, and now you will know, well, if these fears were confirmed, then this is the right thing as well. Exactly. This is absolutely brilliant indeed, my gorgeous Torini. So this is all going to lead towards you understanding, okay, now I need to have a strategy. I need to have a strategy strategy, but when it comes to you realizing that right now you need to have a strategy, you know, it is also as important for you to have a strong communication and to declare something to someone who is going to be on your mind. And karmically you're going to need to declare something to someone because it's still holding you for your kind of like a latest phase. So karmically you just need to kind of like really at around the same time strongly communicate. You need to have a strong communication with someone and declare something to someone, so you're going to be able to move on, because there is something that is karmically holding you still for the specific person from your past, okay, but not like a long past, you know, it's just now recently. So you are going to need to kind of really declare something at the same time. I mean, this is a lot to do with your spirit, and it's a lot to do with your karma. It's a lot to do with you moving on and doing this. It's about you, not about that person or whatsoever. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Taurini, I mean, this is brilliant, surprising achievement. This week is mind-blowing. So much is going to happen to you this week, and I'm so glad, because you've been through up and down. There was so much happening in your life within the last couple of months, you know, so now you're really coming out on top, my gorgeous Taurini. This is brilliant. At around the end of the week, surprising achievement, you know, this surprising achievement, it's not something which is going to be like really major. It's not something that is going to be really huge, but it's more about your guidance. This is your path. This is your journey. So the surprising achievement, good little achievement that you are going to have, it's going to make you ecstatic. Not because it's a big achievement, but purely because you will know which steps to take next. This is brilliant, because these steps are going to start to make you feel very, very excited, you know, while you're thinking about it. Later on, like what is actually going to bring into your life later. Absolutely brilliant. And also at around the end of the week, you are going to find yourself feeling ridiculously spiritual, and there is suddenly going to be something on your mind that you were doing like from quite a while back, quite a few years ago. Suddenly something spiritual is going to be on your mind, and I think that you're going to look at something in your home or within your home, and it's going to remind you of something else that you used to do, the way you used to express yourself, maybe the way you used to live your life. But it's a lot to do with things spiritual, which is ever so important, you know. And then suddenly you're going to be reminded of something that you used to do like absolute ages ago, and then you're going to start kind of doing that. You're going to kind of start doing this. Whatever this is brilliant, because that in itself, it's really kind of going to help you to find out about what is missing in your life and what is going to make your quality of life so much better. But you're also suddenly going to realize how you need to make a specific trip or a specific journey, some kind of a little traveling journey. It's going to be on your mind. And this is not something major, you know. It's not like going from Bulgaria to Thailand, do you know what I mean? It's not like going from France to Honolulu. No, baby, no. This is more about like a kind of like a making a little journey, like maybe from your home to the like about a few kilometers or few miles away, you know, something little is going to be on your mind. But for the love of God, you have to go for this immediately. This idea, this realization, this little journey, a little trip that you need to make, you need to go for it immediately, because you are you have this experience which is going to bring so much happiness into your life. There is something that you're going to come across that you're going to find so beautiful, so gorgeous, so amazing. Not only you're going to find this so beautiful, so gorgeous, so amazing, not only this is going to make you feel so happy, but it's also like kind of going to bring a clarity into your life, especially when it comes to you trusting yourself. When things like this come to you, you're going to realize something massive here, but it's all going to lead towards a mind-blowing inspiration. Okay, my gorgeous Taurini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.